Welcome back to Fusebox. Today, we're going to be talking about another very interesting shoe which Nike claims as the shoe which can avoid injuries for you. Check this out. We are talking about the Nike React Infinity Flyknit 3. Complex and long name. Yeah, it is a long name, but the shoe is designed to absorb all those rough patches and heavy duty work. I upgraded the shoe from a Peg 39. Why? Um, because my Peg 39 gave up. You can check the other video which I launched a few weeks back. So I thought I should upgrade for a shoe which is made to build for longer distances, and hence my choice went out with the React Infinity Flyknit 3. It's a pretty expensive shoe. It crosses on upwards of $200. In that amount, you can get practically a good race day shoe. But when you talk about this particular shoe, uh, is this a race day shoe? Is this a heavy duty shoe? Is this a long distance shoe? Let's figure it out. Uh, a lot of people talk about the shoe as a boring shoe uh, because of the shape, right? So Nike have been known to come up with very futuristic shapes. But if you talk about this shoe, this has a little bit of an old school kind of a finish, right? But the important aspect about the shoe is that the shoe comes up with a very thick stack of React foam. So can you see this particular section? This is one complete stack of the proprietary form of Nike, what they call as the React foam. Let's talk about the aesthetics. The shoe geometry has been very well made. It comes with a knit upper, because of which uh, the earlier problems reported in Nike shoe where the upper shoe housing develops a crack over a period of time, that will not happen. And more importantly, if you are someone who are training in a tropical or a warm weather, the knit fabric allows a lot of ventilation to your feet. Um, as far as the weight is concerned, if I compare the shoe with the Peg 39, which typically weighs at about 240 to 250 grams for a US size 10, the React Infinity is a few grams heavier. But the shoe can last for long distances. The shoe is designed to give you that comfort using the proprietary React foam of Nike. Well, the shoe has a high stack height because of this thick section of React foam running from your toe to your feet. Uh, it has a heel to toe drop ratio of about 14 mm. But the important aspect is the comfort. As soon as you step into the shoe, you can feel that dense cushion supporting your feet. If I just share about my experience of running that first 15K in the shoe, um, so I've currently been training as a rotational shoe with a New Balance 1080 and the Peg 39, which I recently discarded. I personally found the React form to be a bit more denser as compared to the other Reacts in which I have run. Uh, and possibly it's also a new shoe, so it doesn't really have covered in that much of mileage. But I personally found the foam to be a bit more denser, so it does kind of give you that good cushioned feel as you run. But if you're someone who's expecting a good rebound or like a snappy ride, as they say, that isn't really there. uh, as far as the overall uh, fit and finish is concerned and the way it houses your feet, I would really rate the shoe high compared to the Flyknit 2, where a lot of people complain, in Flyknit 1, where people complain about enough heel support not being there. So the shoe has a very good heel support, uh, uh, because of which you will not really feel that discomfort. The other interesting aspect of the shoe is the way the sole has been crafted of the shoe. So and that's why it's called a stability shoe. So if you see, the forefoot has a higher surface to kind of cover in, and it start to kind of taper down as the shoe travels towards the heel. So that's why it's a stability shoe. What I personally believed is that the shoe can go very well for your easy paces, for your LSDs. It can cover longer distances, shorter distances. So it can kind of cover all different types of training beautifully well. Whether it is your 5Ks, your 10Ks, your intervals, your half marathons, or your full marathon distance, but at a low speed. So what I'm trying to kind of say is that shoe definitely has those strong, interesting flavors which you as a recreational runner would love in. Uh, but at this cost price, I don't really think so that shoe brings in that punch, to a user, because that amount is pretty expensive. How much did it cost me? Interestingly, Mintra was running a promotion at a 50% discount. So I got a shoe pretty much at the same price, or rather cheaper than a Pegasus 39, which typically is my preferred choice for a daily trainer. I hope you liked this review, and keep miling.